Hi, my name's Mike. In today's video, I've got again a multi-parter. I wanted to speak more about the mark of the beast, as some still believe that it's not out yet, but I believe it is. Let me just start with Revelation 13:16 to 17. And the second beast required all people, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their forehead, so that no one can buy or sell unless he had the mark, the name of the beast, or the number of its name. I did a video, I think about almost a year ago, about the right hand and forehead. Please watch that. But I just wanted to go over it again because it's very important. And I know there's more new people subscribed to this channel, so they might not have looked back and saw that video. So some people might straight away point out that the mark should be on their right hand or their forehead. But you must realize that much of the book of Revelation is symbolic. Let's look at the beginning of Revelation chapter 13, verse 1. The dragon stood on the shore of the sea, and I saw a beast coming out of the sea. It had 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 crowns on its horns, and each head had a blasphemous name. So is this a literal beast or a symbolic beast? Well, it's symbolic because if you look at examples in Daniel chapter 7, 1 to 2, let me read that. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream, and visions passed through his mind as he was lying in the bed. He wrote down the substance of his dream. Daniel said, in my vision at night, I looked, and before me were the 4 winds of heaven churning up the great sea. 4 great beasts, each different from the others, came up out of the sea. And the interpretation, if you read further, in Daniel 7:17, the 4 great beasts are 4 kings that will rise from the earth. So beasts usually represent kings or kingdoms in scripture. So what about the forehead and right hand being symbolic? Let's read Deuteronomy 11:18. Therefore shall ye lay up these words in your heart and in your soul, and bind them as a sign upon your hand, that they may be as frontlets between your eyes. God wasn't saying to put laws literally on your head and in your hand, as some Jewish priests are doing today. They put like a little box on their head and on their hand as well. No, he was saying, put my laws in your head and in your hand, thoughts and actions. There's also a video, I'll leave a link to that, regarding the God gene, where it's located in your forehead. Continuing now, Revelation 14:1. Then I looked, and behold, more things that are symbolic. Looked, and I behold the Lamb, which represents Jesus, standing on Mount Zion, with him 144,000, having his name and the name of his Father written on their foreheads. So the 144,000 are going to literally have the name of God and Jesus on their foreheads. No, that's symbolic again. Again, it's pointing to the forehead, where your God gene is, God thoughts about God. And like I said, I'll leave a link to this particular video where the God gene is located. I'll leave that at the top of the comments section. So that's, let's carry on now. Also, regarding hand symbolizes actions or power. Exodus 15:6. Your right hand, O Lord, is majestic in power. Your right hand, O Lord, shatters the enemy. Deuteronomy 26:8. And the Lord brought us forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand and with an outstretched arm. So when you take the V, it will go to for God thoughts. It will destroy that, and also it will affect your powers and your actions and power and strength, as it has affected people already. I'll leave a lot of links to that as well. I can't say much more about it, but I'll leave links, and you'll see a connection to the God gene. Okay, I'll leave this as a part 1 as it's getting quite long, and I'll do a part 2. God bless. Bye-bye.